it's important to be clear about the ends and the means. Growth is a means. It's not an end in itself, although there's sometimes a tendency to start treating it as an end in itself. And people and their human development is the end, even though there's a tendency, as you said, sometimes to treat human resources as a means rather than as an end. Now, it's true that human resources can also be a means, and I think that we have learned a lot of useful things in development economics about the importance of human resources for growth, and not just for growth, for development generally, and in particular about the role of education, whether you talk of growth or whether you talk of improvement of health or of public participation in democracy. For all these things, education is very important. So these human resources have an important instrumental role, but I think what is more important than that is to think of them as ends of development, and to think of them as well-being of people and also as rights of people. And in India we have a fairly clear roadmap in the form of the Constitution, which is very progressive in many respects and clarifies without any doubt that every citizen has basic rights to education, to health, even to employment, to living with dignity. And we have to, I think, keep in view these as the ends of development. That is not to deny that growth can be important, and you have pointed out that growth generates resources that can be used in particular through well-functioning public services to improve people's health and education and nutrition and so on. So growth is or at least can be important, but it is a means, and the ultimate objective is people's well-being and people's rights as spelled out in this case, I would say, to a large extent in the Constitution. I would also say that growth, as I said, it is an important means, but it of course can also be quite problematic, and particularly environmental consequences I think have to be looked at, and in India this is now a very big issue because the past 10-20 years have been extremely destructive in terms of environmental consequences.